James' younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head.
On m'aurait étonné qu'il n'y ait pas un mec. Si on allait là-dedans.
James' younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever. And you took them all on by your roots.
Ouais, on a eu tout le monde, c'est excellent ce jeu, c'est un truc de malade.
Well, maybe you need to wash it
Pas
down.
de cadeau, pas de pitié.
By the way, did I mention that that train was flying down those tracks like a bat at a hill? God damn you!
Pardon. J'adore. Oh mec, prends la pose et tout lui. Enculé toi. On va charger. On rentre. On tue deux. Et deux, donc on peut tuer.
Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you. So much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Boy, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But
bar.
you seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Star? Of course, I didn't learn that until later.
Vraiment, le mec il a été pissé et tout quoi. Pas raconter une histoire tranquille. Putain, dégage. Il me croit pas. Enfin, écoute, Jack il me croit pas trop, mais lui ça a l'air d'être un casse-couille. Oh, t'es sérieux toi? Ok. Apparemment je l'ai prise dans la tête celle-là, hein. Vu l'impact. Entre les deux yeux je dirais même. Non, je tombe maintenant, putain. Ça me casse les couilles ça par contre. Non, c'est vrai. Tiens, moi je te fracasse un peu de gun dans la main. Un gueule. Putain, mais oh, sans déconner là. C'est bon maintenant, hein, ça commence à me péter les couilles. Hein. Putain, on va pas se retaper ça 200 fois. Hein. Casse-toi, toi. Oh, t'es toujours sur le train, mais tu tombes pas et t'es mort. Crève-toi, putain de merde. Hein. Allez, ta mère à chienne. Hein. Mais c'est pas possible, mais... Putain, il y a des murs invisibles dans ce jeu. T'avances, ça te pousse tout seul en dehors. Comment je peux tomber alors que je fonce vers le mec? Putain, mais casse-toi, toi. Ok, super, ça servait à rien. Pas crever toi aussi là? Pas passer par l'intérieur comme tout le monde. Mais tu sors d'où toi? Putain!
Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides.
Par les côtés ou le toit, tu peux pas monter sur toi,
At
connard.
some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!"
Crève-toi. Hein. Allez, dégage.
I never worked for that limey cocksucker. I guess they
Je
assumed
prends des
I
dégâts
was
par un mec, je sais pas d'où c'est qui sort. Il y a 2 secondes il était pas là, maintenant il est là.
It was no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted
Je
me
fais
dead.
encore, ça va me casser les couilles là.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember.
There you are.
C'est bon maintenant? Non, ça sert à quoi que je sois sur toi? Je descends dans les bandits dans le... Si je tombe maintenant, genre là je tue tout. Ok, il faut que je monte là pour pouvoir sauter à tous les coups. Putain, j'espère que je reviens pas en arrière, ça va me casser les couilles sinon. Je peux faire.
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way
Le
forward.
chien, non, je sais pas, on va faire un truc. Là. C'était celui-là qui fait. Super.
I wondered if I was ever going to find the front of that train.
Putain, une
Or
Gatling.
the bastard I was after. Right about then, I was attacked by some
Oh,
asshole
putain,
on a
il est juste là.
Gatling gun.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Ah oui, c'est le Gatling aussi là.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet
le
or
book.
dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the
On va tout
story
détruire
here.
le truc.
Hey, gotta reload.
You're dead!
On va prendre tranquille notre temps. Ça va le toucher. Ça va le toucher, c'est bon. Peut-être que non. Viens-moi, tire-moi vite. C'est un peu. Oh, tu crèves toi? Bam 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 bam, crevez tous. On va avancer un peu quand même. Maintenant qu'on a saccagé tout le monde.
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself.
Personne, pourquoi tu t'excites comme ça? Ah. C'est là qu'on marteler. Marteler pour recharger plus vite. Oh, on va prendre ça. C'est quoi ça? Six shooter incrusté. Famille, hein.
There sure
Du
were a
coup,
lot of men determined to
ça
die
m'a gardé
that
quand même
day.
tout à l'heure. Ok, il est où?
It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train.
C'est une blague. Ah, fallait que je bouge mon cul, ok, super. Oh, salope, il va me tomber dans la gueule celui-là. Alors, faut que je me baisse. Oh non, fallait que je me baisse à tous les coups. Ouah. Je suis en train de péter un câble là. Mentalement, ça va pas bien là. Ça va, normalement, je reste dessus là. Dessus, je me...
I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
J'ai là quand même.
What, a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you.
Tiens, connard.
Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle. After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch, Jim.
Voilà, je plus de pitié maintenant, je tue tout le monde, je m'en bats les couilles.
They were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. The perfect place to hide out from the authorities. In fact, Before I could find them, some Indians who fled the res and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Engines?
Yeah, they could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then.
Qu'est-ce qui casse les burnes, ces indiens de merde aussi? Sérieux? Il y a un bouclier qui pourrait arrêter les balles. Ta gueule. Ta gueule toi aussi. Ça il faut monter, ça charge plus vite.
Hey, how about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul.
Il abuse un petit peu sur l'alcool quand même.
Now where was I? Indians, right?
Ah,
I had more than
enfin.
my share of run-ins with the red men.
Putain,
Like
ouais,
that
qu'est-ce que c'est ça?
time. Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir.
Of course I did. In fact, I can still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ.
Ah, c'est. C'était qu'on était tout à l'heure, non?
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men.
Rien que pour les DTT en rouge, parce que des fois on ne voit pas très bien les ennemis. Tiens, dans ton bouclier de merde.
Darkness will grow until it consumes everything you are.
Esquive les balles, moi. Dégage. Ok, j'en ai tué combien comme ça? Je tue toute la famille.
So, did you ever find him? The man you are after.
Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
Mr. Greaves, are you all right?
Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? What is this that I can't see? With ice cold hands taking hold of me. Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell. Oh, death, someone would pray. Could you wait to call me another day? Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year?
So, are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing. I finally did track those outlaws down. They had long rifles with scopes and were well positioned to pick
Alors,
off any
faut que
poor soul
j'esquive
who
les
came
tirs que je vois
anywhere
même pas.
close.
Je sais même pas c'est qui les mecs.